Something like when what's his name? When Dr. McQueen came here, I'm sure he was able to tell you that this thing happened to you when you were such and such a years. And then you start thinking, but that happened in truth. Things happen, we don't take it on, but it affects us 10 years, 20 years down the road. So it is important that we take a note, keep record of things that would have happened to us, especially in situations of accidents, situations of falls, situations where you would have gotten a sudden jerk, because the impact usually is prolonged after a period of time. Right, Latouche? Put up your head, I'll go for the pillow for you. Right. Some of the things the doctor usually identify in doing his physical examination would be things like difficulty in walking. Patients come into the office and they never realize they have difficulty in walking until the doctor would have identified and tell them, did you get an accident such and such a time? Were you in a situation where this occurred? And sometimes it is manifested only when I was in Trinidad. A friend of mine was going to the same doctor with me because I introduced her to the doctor. When she got there, the doctor said, this is not a recent problem. And she was saying, yes, yes. And then when he started telling her, were you ever in any accident? And she said, no. He said, this is the result of an accident that would have taken place maybe 10 years ago. And when he starts bringing her back into what was happening to her, then she said, but she remembered she was in a small accident, but she didn't take that for nothing. But look at when it is manifesting. She's complaining of all kind of pains in the shoulder and in the neck. She got a jock. It was affected from quite up in the spine. And she never really take it on. She was getting pain, taking the painkillers, thing gone, and she forget it. So I told her I was going to the chiropractor, and she accompanied me. When she got there, she told her, she's here, let me look at the doctor, let me see the doctor. And the doctor was able to bring her right back. And that's when she realized, but she never really put note on it. I didn't think that would have happened to me. And today she's really having pain in her arms. So when we have a problem, it does not necessarily mean that the problem will have happened now and this is what is manifested. It could be something further. So sometimes we identify difficulty in walking, difficulty in sleeping, in speaking, confusion, severe headaches. That's a thing we always mask. That always is mask. Headaches. You know many a time we have headache and we don't know why we have headache? We don't know why we have headache, you know. But headache is a good warning sign that something is wrong. You don't realize that? It is a good warning sign that all is not well. And if one stops to think why he or she is having headache, he will tell you, this is what would have happened maybe 2-3 years ago or longer than that. Sometimes patients vomit and they might think the vomiting is related to maybe what they eat or something in agreeing with them. It don't necessarily be so. Alright? And weakness on one side of the body cause one to have weakness on one side of the body. God made all of us. How come one side of the body could be experiencing a situation of weakness? What are some of the things that could cause that? Damaged blood vessels alone? Damage? What will cause weakness to one side of the body? The nerves. This is what has your impulse conduction. Impulse conduction. So if you have that, obviously you will end up with weakness to the side of the body that the nerve is supposed to be relating to. And many a times we take these things for granted. So the doctors do